competition agencies across the world, including India, are in the midst of various interventions in digital markets, even as policymakers are reviewing the existing framework, apart from exploring new regulatory tools for effective regulation. Extensive brainstorming is imperative to ensure that the policy response is robust and fit to purpose. We are at the cusp of technological revolution. Technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, quantum computing, cloud services are increasingly getting mainstream with integration with the business processes and at the user's end. It would not be an exaggeration to say that we are indeed experiencing a golden age of digitalization in India as elsewhere. The digital economy has made incredible contribution to our lives and economy. At the same time, concentration of power in a small number of digital firms, with many holding the gatekeeper position, has given rise to fears of systemic, widespread, and entrenched harm to competition. So as we forge ahead, unlocking a new era of digital-driven growth to achieve prosperity and opportunity for all, it is important that digital markets remain competitive and contestable. In this, competition is a key as it inspires firms and entrepreneurs to keep innovating products and services and incentivizes them to offer better services, greater choice, and lower prices. On the other hand, lack of competitive constraint reduces incentives for innovation and may lead to lesser choices, degradation of quality through disproportionate collection of data and attendant consequences. In this process, the role of competition policy in ensuring a level playing field for all market players is more critical than ever. As the markets evolve, so must the competition law. Emergence of digital platforms as key drivers of markets and attendant complexities has brought to the forefront limitations of the traditional competition law approaches in addressing new age competition issues. This has prompted policymakers to re-evaluate current frameworks and seek innovative methods to tackle competition concerns. For instance, the ecological approach to competition law that has evolved in the context of new age economy recognizes that markets are complex and interconnected systems that operate within a larger ecosystem. This approach acknowledges that competition is not an end in itself, but rather a means to promote efficiency, innovation, and social welfare. It seeks to foster healthy and diverse market ecosystems that support sustainable economic growth while minimizing negative externalities. In the digital context, this means recognizing the role of network effects, data interoperability, and platform governance in shaping competition dynamics. By taking a more systematic and adaptive approach to competition law, we can better address the challenges and opportunities of the new economy and promote a more sustainable and equitable digital future. The competition bill also proposes certain amendments based on the experience gained and difficulties faced, which will equip the regulator to effectively discharge its mandate. These amendments are aimed at ensuring faster market correction, providing regulatory certainty, and trust-based business environment besides reducing litigation. Building capacities is a prerequisite for effective interventions in the markets. Therefore, the regulator must equip themselves beforehand with necessary skills and capacities to deal with market distortions in complex technological markets. Realizing this, CCI is already in the process of establishing and operationalizing an in-house digital market data unit, which shall act as a force multiplier for CCI as it navigates the challenges that accompany the regulation of digital markets. In the digital space, particularly in the platform markets, tipping of the market can happen at a pace unimaginable from the perspective of traditional market competition regulation. So early intervention in this is a key to ensure that competitive landscape is not distorted beyond repair. In fact, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Finance, headed by Shri Jayant Sinha ji, very proactively identified anti-competitive practices by big tech companies as a subject for examination. After very elaborate consultation with stakeholders, the committee presented its report to the Parliament in December last year. The panel discussed various concerns and highlighted certain anti-competitive practices by big tech companies in digital markets and made various recommendations. The committee recommended that the government should consider and introduce a Digital Competition Act to ensure a fair, transparent, and contestable digital ecosystem, which will be a boon not only for our country and its nascent startup economy, but also for the entire world. So as a follow-up action, the Government of India constituted a committee on digital competition law in February this year, and the expert panel is in the process of stakeholders consultations and is mandated to submit its report to the government, including a draft Digital Competition Act within 3 months. Ex-ante approach to competition law is in fact increasingly gaining traction globally. Such framework seeks to address the unique challenges of the digital economy by setting clear and predictable rules for market entry, data access, interoperability, etc. Designing and implementing effective ex-ante rules require a careful balancing of competing interests, including the need to protect privacy, incentivize investment and innovation, and provide for harmonization amongst various regulators. Any new regulatory regime for protecting and promoting competition in digital platform markets would also need to be flexible to account for the dynamic nature of these markets. As digital markets continue to expand and reshape our economies, sustainable regulation is also becoming crucial to ensure their long-term success. Sustainable regulation seeks to balance the benefits of innovation and competition with the need to address social and environmental challenges as well. I think it is right time that sustainable regulation becomes part of the regulator's agenda. Achieving sustainable regulation would require a collaborative and iterative approach that involves stakeholders from across the public and private sectors, as well as the civil society. With these words, let me congratulate BRICS Competition Law and Policy Center, CUTS International, and CUTS Institute for Regulation and Competition for conceiving and designing this event on themes of great topical and contemporary relevance. The topics of different sessions are pertinently relevant for policymakers besides being futuristic. I hope the conference will delve into latest research, share best practices, and engage in constructive discussions on how to strike a balance between promoting innovation and regulating competition in the era of big tech. Thank you so much.